What is up, everyone? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz coming at you with another set review. I am joined today by two special guests, Devin Lindsay from the Virginia scene,
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me back.
and Dean from Burn One.
Hey, what's going on, guys? A ghost back from the dead.
Here to review two sets that they both really enjoyed in the past. Don't know if this one will help much, but, we're going to get through it.
I am Ruby's biggest pay pig.
That is true. Dean has every card in foil, including the Lyren. You have 4 of them, right?
Yeah, 4 of those,
Four of
and
those.
it was a huge financial mistake, but we don't talk about it.
Hey, at least they're pretty. Unfortunately, Andy's not able to join us tonight. He had something come up, but we are going to soldier on and get through these. So let's just jump right into it because it's a premium booster, so we have all the cards here. Unlike Shauna, I didn't bother going through and cutting any out, just because it is an English exclusive. People want to see like the full set, so let's jump right into it. And I will start us off with this Jean Brainstorm. So when you play a climax, you can choose one of your characters and give it on attack, choose your trigger, so look it up to 2. Choose a card from among them, put it back, ditch the other. And then it is a self-rest, check 3 Brainstorm, so for every climax you hit, look it up to 3, add a card, ditch the rest.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll give this an A. It's almost an S. Like 1, top check 3, very powerful. The only problem I have with this is that the decks that this effect is really good in usually are decks like Standby, in which case you usually can't get 2 of these things on the board in a good way, right?
Yeah, it's rough.
And in the decks that aren't like the Standby focus decks, I feel like you want to be playing like one of the other back row utility cards that the set has. So it's like really hard to get 2 of these on the board where it gets a lot of good value. It's almost S, but like A. It's like
I think it's
probably the best Brainstorm you got though.
I think it's really good that they have one of these now. As previously it was like there's a draw Brainstorm. If you wanted to force like a lot of deck speed on one card, that was kind of the better way to do it. That card also has a really good utility effect where it gives hand on core to center.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the bigger thing about that.
Which is really nice. But this is also good for Standby. I mean, it helps you dig for triggers, gets you into more climaxes, obviously, to slam, to keep building your board. And then, of course, check 3 Brainstorms are really good for deck speed. So, yeah, I think I'm in agreement. This is like a pretty good card for Ruby to have.
A card you can sleeve, unlike most of them.
We're starting out really well, and I don't want to disappoint everybody, but it's gonna get pretty bad pretty fast. Like right now. Next card, Dean, go ahead.
Okay, we got Yang waking up from a nightmare. If you have another Tai Yang and Yang rehabilitation training, it gets 3K, right? And then when its opponent becomes reversed, if you have another character, you can like kill a level 0 on your opponent's board. The card that it's referencing is, should we talk about that at the same time? Because it's like
kind
sure.
I mean, it
all in one
work.
package.
It doesn't really work without it,
The card that grabs it is the next card, and this is a level 0 2K that you ditch a character to grab from the deck the previous level 0, and on attack it gets 1 soul if it direct attacks. So the idea is that like if opponent has a full board, you kill a card and then you get an extra damage. The question is, how many of the Bonder are you supposed to play with the main card? Because the Bonder sucks unless it's pulling out the card. And the card sucks. The card literally doesn't do anything if you don't have the Bonder. So is this 8 deck slots?
It's 8 deck slots. Also
6?
in a color with like 2 other like quote unquote field plussing profiles that you probably rather play.
Yeah, much better cards. Also, something I do want to point out in the set review, I don't know if any other Weiss set I've ever seen has done this. They've like screenshotted like the full resolution, like a climax normally is,
bad,
and they got that 90s background, like that 90s like styrofoam cup background right there, and
except they color shifted it black and red instead of it being white,
teal, and purple. Yeah, Mushira, please don't do this again. That's my only request, but I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, never do that again. I hate this. I actually kind of like the shooters. AOT had this. It was just an oversized and it had the shoot effect. They can be like randomly kind of good. But a lot of the stuff that you like shoot now just like triggers on death instead of on reverse. So like,
I think
especially
the problem is just
Hollow
the
Light or
number of
whatever.
slots.
Yeah, that too. This is like 7-8 slots. It's bad.
Avatar does cats better.
Yeah, that's true.
Or what about this? If this Bonder said discard a card,
It'd be a lot better.
even then that would be like it'd be C. It'd be C at best.
Yeah,
but
it
like
still wouldn't be very good. All right, we can just skip right to the Yang here. So Devin, go ahead.
All right, Yang determined. If you have 2 or more other Remnant characters, this card gets 2k power. And then it is a twin driver. Pay 1, check twice for trigger. This is very disappointing that this is the SP.
More than just disappointing. I think this is like, oh man,
Insulting.
it's like on the line. It's like a totally fine
it's
role
not.
player card in
no,
the.
it's not.
It's in the. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's like an F. You know why it's an F? It's in the wrong fucking color for a deck that
No.
it even wants to be in too.
This is what's
doesn't
insane.
do
okay?
anything. It doesn't do
Okay.
anything.
I have the SSP Kokoro that's 6/5 on turn with the twin drive effect. Like, exact same
Yes.
profile. This thing is 1,000 power or less. And I have only sleeved that Kokoro one time. I went and bought this thing, never sleeved it. And I only sleeved it because I bought the SSP. If it wasn't for that, I would have never sleeved this card. And this profile is literally unsleevable. I just don't know
You don't even
at any
care
point in
that
deck
it-
building.
Prosper. Yeah, I don't know why you'd ever play this.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just want to increase your bling and you have the SPs, I guess. It is not good. Speaking of not good, Jean fighting the oh my god, the Nuka-Lavi. How do you say this?
Nuka-Lavi.
Nuka-Lavi. Okay, but Jean fighting the Nuka-Lavi. If you have this Pira, it's 7k.
Cute.
Nope.
That's a TLR card.
Yeah, it's a TLR card. We're really digging deep. All right, yeah. Next, Ian.
Here I am. We got the 1/0 Sun raring to go. If you have 2 or more other Remnant characters, it gets plus 2k, and you can sack it to when another character is front attacked to choose a character in battle and give it. Is that 1,500?
Yeah,
1500.
15.
Holy!
Why is this defensively slanted? Like it makes no sense for this card to also sit 6k. I would like this card more, not much more, mind you, but more if it swung bigger and then was like not something you wanted to keep around to sack. Like, yes, it equalizes power on your board, but like, who cares? You're using it to save a far higher value card, so running bad cards to make a other card live.
Why is it only 1,500? Aren't the normal ones like I'm remembering Haruhi. I'm remembering fighting Haruhi. And didn't they sack if like 2/5 or something?
Well, yeah, because
There's no way it was only
they
15.
were smaller. They were smaller attack power and didn't have power things. Like, they gave more power when.
So this is
sacked.
worse than Alien Haruhi. This is worse than Alien
Yes,
Haruhi.
I believe this is similar to a card from TRV, but I think even that is better.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't. This. All right. Devin, go ahead.
All right, Tyan Curious. This card cannot side attack. Gets 500 power for each of your other Remnant characters and pay 1 Zombie Encore. This is fantastic.
We're getting pack filler after pack filler after pack filler card. This is like.
Dude, how do you make this?
This is like F, 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 F. Like, man.
It's
It's
all
a
fantastic.
better like map time Mekon, right? We have new technology.
Yeah, new tech. Man, we're going back to TLR. That's why they're yellow, because they're all from TLR. Sun activating semblance. I think this was the example you sent me, Dean. Like, the second.
This is the
these
first one I
reveals dropped,
noticed. It's
where it was
so
like,
bad.
it is the most atrocious like art I think they've ever fucking done in a Weiss set. This is like an absolute travesty. The card itself,
And
though, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say in the foils, it's even worse because you can't tell what colors they are. That there's no text box. It's like the words are blending in this black and red background. It's unreadable. possible to decide
Oh
what's going
yeah,
on.
because they're all the
It's-
premium booster OFR
Oh, it's going to be so. I can't
wording.
wait for
Oh
next
my
Thursday.
god, yeah, ugliest way. Might give the Quince L card a run for its money. This card itself, it's a pig counter from PSK, Geld counter. So when you play it as a backup, you can pay 1 and then immediately add it back to your hand. For a standby strategy, they're not actually like the worst. I've like played this card. You have to put it in your deck for a very specific use where like there's a deck that actually just loses when you counter over multiple lanes. But like I don't know if those decks exist right now.
You called this the big counter. I know it's the old lady counter from Bang Dream.
Oh, is it?
Or is
Is
it,
it also in that?
It's an Arista. It's an Arista counter. Yeah, that's where it was first. Was Girls Band Party 1?
Was
It
it?
might have been
okay.
OG.
Yeah. Girls Band
Might have
Party
been
1.
OG Bang Dream.
I remember it mostly from Slime because that's where it was played the most. Because when or that like saving multiple
Was it good
Shizus
there?
for stock. Well, shaving multiple Shizus for stock was pretty good then because Slime that version of Slime infamously played on fairly low hand. So
Yeah.
like saving it was like saving your board was pretty good. But I think that's about the only time it ever saw play. Like widespread.
Yeah, I've never liked the feel of a card like this. I think it's just
It's got to be a very specific strategy.
Specific, yeah. I've seen it against playing against it in orcs, and it's just like, ugh, why?
Well, I think that's a your meta
Very
specific
cringe.
problem. Yeah,
That's a very fringe case, but when I found it, it was annoying.
yeah. All right, Dean, go ahead.
okay. We got Sun Awkward Smile 216K. During your opponent's turn, it gets 1,000 for each of your other remnant characters. You have 2 or more remnant characters. This card's soul does not decrease by side attacking. And at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may choose Blake letting go in your your board
Yeah, on
and
your
this
board.
card and swap them standing. Bushi wrote erratas on English exclusives. I'm very
Yes,
excited about
is
that.
errated. It is errated.
Yep,
They could
errated
not.
all right.
They really can't win these
Yeah.
past few months. They cannot win.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I don't know. These cards are awful. Like, there's no way this card
Yeah,
is.
this is horrific. It's
Like,
like
what is this defensive card that side attacks out soul penalty? And the other card says during your turn get
okay.
power.
This is a little bit better because like at least this has low power on your turn and can side, and then has big power on your opponent's turn. It's like vaguely synergistic, but
Like
like
field swapper.
it's like what's the point? What's the point? It has the same problem as the other thing we looked at, except it's not even a level 0 that like does something meaningful. It's just like these cards that aren't big enough.
No, it's what's weird to me. When you're what's weird to me is this is a field swapper that gains power on an opponent's turn, and it field swaps with a card that gains power on your turn. So the idea is that this is in the back row, but then this has a effect that says it goes in the front row, so your other card dies anyway because it's a 2-1-5-5. They put
Look,
oh my God.
Blake said it best. Won't be needing this.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
All right. And last yellow card, Devin, go ahead.
Oh boy. So Jean working together. Combos of choice. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you may put the top card of your clock into the waiting room, so healing. Climax combo. Pitch a remnant character. When moment of peace is placed into your climax area, if you have 4 or more other remnant characters, you may pay cost. If you do, this card gets the following effect on a turn. When this card is frontal or side attacks, deal 2 damage to your opponent. And this card gets 1,000 power until on the turn. When this card direct attacks, deal 3 damage to your opponent. It's Chica, right? Chica
It's
from
the
set 2?
exact same text as Chica, which is a passable combo, but not a good combo.
There's no way.
I was gonna say, because I've done pre-testing with Ruby in the sim, I actually sleeved up a list and took it to locals with some proxies. I actually just proxied this as the Chica, which was very funny. Because it has the exact same text. I had someone say, "Oh, what's your finisher do?" I know it's proxy, and I was like, "Same text," and they're like, "What? Really?"
You don't have a bouncer, do you?
I can't.
There's no bouncer in the set.
I can't particularly remember. I was gonna.
No, there's Ironwood. There's Ironwood.
Yeah, the Ironwood. This is the same as the King from. So you could like set up a side or something with that, but like
You set up a direct.
or a direct as well. Either one. Because he pumps soul too, just like the king. I think it's the same profile. I can't remember. He might have a different second effect. But I was gonna say the best part about this, like fucking around with deck builds and like in the list that I eventually brought to locals, is that it just adds a choice trigger to the deck. I was playing it with the TD like board breaker package that also plays the 2/1. So like that version of the deck has naturally more soul triggers. So there's a lot things you can do with choice in that deck more than you normally would, and then being in yellow lets you play the actually really good event from set 1 that lets you just stitch a character, salvage a climax, to like keep looping, because that's one of the problems with that combo is you want to like hit back-to-back climax every single turn. So adding yellow to the deck actually did help. This combo itself, though, is not very good, as these ratings have already elucidated. It is not up to snuff.
Look at me being the downer over here. I am over here giving Fs and D minuses, and you guys are on copium.
Yeah. Okay. It felt that deck felt pretty smooth. It has no place in the meta, but it felt pretty smooth. What I threw together, so I'm kind of basing it off that. It's more for the trigger, the heal, and the fact that it's just like a cheap finisher that you could throw in a deck that vomits cards. Because Dean, I know you're familiar with that list. You just get a billion fucking cards in hand with that deck because of the 2/1 Weiss.
Yeah, I remember the way the decks work. I remember it being very ass too, and then
yeah. I mean, it's RWBY. It had its day, and then they banned Dal, and then the deck didn't do anything anymore. All right, I guess we can just move on to green. Full 4 colors for.
Oh, we're doing them all in one video.
Yeah, why not? I mean, or at least 2 colors. We'll see how long we go.
Very brave of you.
Okay.
I literally can't read this card. This is Ilya Overflowing Sadness. Wait, I actually can't read this. Okay, wait, we got the zoom in. Holy shit. Level 0, 500. It has pay 1. If you don't have enough, it's got the Rhino Encore. And then when it becomes reversed in battle, it's a bottom deck bomb. This is the Sio bomb, but it's green.
Sio bomb for clock, yeah. Or no, it is bottom deck. What the fuck? It's green bottom deck bomb.
They were copying cards. They don't pay attention. You know, it is what it is.
Dude, if that's not a smoking gun, I don't know what is. It's very funny that she's holding a gun too. Man, that's so lazy. They literally, well, at least it doesn't have any errors, right? Because they just copied it.
They just copy paste. It's all you got to do.
Oh, Sio bomb's like a fine profile, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
you toss it in the center lane versus Hololive, and then nobody else cares.
Wait. There's something about these ratings is like in the deck. Can you sleeve this card? No,
you don't think so? I guess you can.
No, dude. Well, you're gonna play Neon Cat. You're gonna put this thing over
you're
Neon
gonna play
Cat?
Cat or Clean Cut or God knows what else. I guess you can't.
You're right. There is Cat D.
Yeah. Next, Devin.
My mouse decided not to work. Emerald and Mercury training.
Yeah, it's rough, right? We did not get the base rarity for the green cards, so we're stuck with these.
Well, how dare they? All right, all your other remnant characters get 500 power, and tap this. Choose one of your characters, and that character gets following ability until end of turn. This card's battle opponent is reversed. You may put the top card. This is the what was it from Da Capo and SDS? The King from SDS, set 1 where he on reverse clock shoot.
You gotta have the ability to give up a back row slot to play these cards, which I don't know if any RWBY deck can afford to do. But in the right meta, you'll be happy you had it. But for that, yeah, it's like a C-. Super meta dependent, yeah.
Yeah.
Either the best card or the worst card.
This card either goes in your deck because it's going to do something, or you never sleeve it.
Yep. All right, back to me. Ren Semblance Awakened. During your turn, this gets 1,000 power, and then when it gets a reverse, you put them into memory, and then at the beginning of your next draw phase, you can pop them out. I believe this is the same as the Hato one, right? From Hololive. Guarantees your plus provided you get a reverse.
It's also the Beatrice from ReZero Memory Snow.
No, it's not. The Beatrice
not?
targets another card when it comes back. I would know. That is my favorite card. Carmen will tell you about how it farmed him for 5 turns straight.
Oh, yeah, that was really funny. Well, you were bringing it out with the Petra, so it was like a 10K, and like.
That thing was like 12K. Oh,
yeah, that thing was so big. That thing was really big.
Oh my god.
But,
okay, but get this. You have the Mao Zedong. You have the RWBY combo to pump this thing power. This thing you read 3K. I read like 7K.
Okay,
on this
but if I could pump a card big enough, which you definitely can, I would rather just throw down the Weiss PR and get the stock. I think because I probably already have enough cards.
No. No. This
I'll bring us back down to earth. I don't like this one. I know Dean is a fan. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I did get farmed by it that one time. That was really funny.
A lot of people have. You weren't the only one.
All right. Yeah. No one has to waste their turn on this. This is just a fucking 4K. Whatever. It goes with another card. Talk about later. So Dean, you can read this one.
Okay. We got these furry people. Corsac and Fennec, Albane. 1/0. Discard a remnant character on. Yeah, play. If you do, search your deck for a 1. Is this themselves? No,
it's god.
And Ren.
I couldn't read it. No, the level 1 combo. This thing, the Obero.
Yep.
Okay. So you search a level 1 combo, and then it's a cost 0 bomb for clock. It's actually going to the right zone. I mean, like what? Clock bomb that grabs combo.
It's like fine if you play the combo. I guess.
Cool green card.
Wait, no, this thing was like shitty Taruki, right?
No, the combo itself is not good, but like it does rip your combo out of deck. It is worse than Taruki.
You can't sleep worse than Taruki.
Yeah,
I'm Mob Strongest Soldier, and I fucking hate
that card. Yeah,
bro.
You just go I'm sleeving up this card again.
No.
Yeah, it's not very good. It does at least rip your combo out of deck if you're playing a deck that plays it.
Clock bomb, but you have to play that.
Yeah, you got to play that. All right.
RWBY has dust.
Devin, Devin, go ahead.
Okay. Ren working together. Memory during your turn when there's a card in your memory. This card gets 1500 power, and then it is pay 1. When it's placed on stage from hand, you may pay cost, and you may choose 1 cost 0 or lower Revenant character in your waiting room, put it on your board, and at the end of turn, put that character in your memory. It's Ramorous. I called it before they did any reveals. I called, hey, let's just make all the Ramorous cards, and lo and behold, here's at least one of them.
This is really good.
I don't like Zoomer talk. It's the Saya Summoner.
The Saya Summoner? No, this is actually a direct copy paste of the Capo Ramorous. Exact same text. So, but I get what you're saying. It's the Saya Summoner. I get it.
There we go.
The worst part about this card is that it's fucking green.
Green.
No, it's memory. You got the sword is in.
Yeah, I know. You can make memory. Yeah, you can make, and it's bigger on your turn, so it gets even bigger with this. Yeah. I see. The wheels are turning. I already built that deck in the sim, and it sucks.
I can't believe that Memory RWBY isn't real.
Oh, I can. When this is their best memory card. Well, there's one other pretty decent memory card they got in this set. It can like help send your Piras if you have like a green splash. You know, Dean, you'll have a green splash. You have to play your Lyrens. You spent God knows how much money on them, so you'll be able to play this. I don't know if other people will be able to. But Ramorous is a good card. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, next. This is back to me, right? Yeah. Hylia Amatola. I'm gonna butcher these names. I did not watch RWBY, obviously, past.
Don't remember
Season
this
1.
character. Nobody does.
It's a 55 as long as you have 2 or more other remnant characters. And then when this card attacks, if you have the bar, you must ditch a card to salvage a card and gain pop back. If you do not ditch a card, you do not gain the ability. Thankfully, it does let you ditch bars. That is about the only positive about it. The rest of this card doesn't make any sense. Why is it defensively slanted instead of offensively slanted when it's a card that pops back? Why do you have to salvage to do the other thing when Kato gets it for free, which is a set from like 3-4 years ago? Everything about this card is ass.
Kato is from 5 years ago.
5? Oh my god! I'm so
Welcome, old man.
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe it's 5. Yeah, it is 5 years ago. You're right. That's when we were in Japan. Yeah, it literally is 5 years ago. Oh my god, it's worse than a card from 5 years ago. Okay.
How far have we fallen? How far have we fallen?
No, don't worry. I am the Chronicle. I've seen it all. We have Oscar Inherited Kane 1-0. He's a level 0 on the stage, though. And when he kills a card, you can... and there you got a climax in play. You can blind stock. It's the... holy shit, dude. I'd rather play the Weiss PR. The Weiss PR is level 0.
Yeah,
but this
doesn't require you to play
level 0.
green.
That's what's important. A D-.
I will give it the D+ because you can summon it off the Ramrus in a deck that you have green and then get your stock back, which is like the intent, I guess. If there is any intent in this set, it seems like a lot of just copy cards.
Oh, don't worry. I want to... Should I say? I'll save a little rant for the end. I'll save a rant.
Okay.
We'll get through the set review. I'll talk about something I'm a little upset about.
All right. Okay. Next, green. Devin, go ahead.
All right. Ren fighting the Nuclear. Oh god. 4 more characters on board. This gets -1 level in hand, and it gets 1,000 power for each character in your opponent's backstage. And then okay. At the end of this card's attack, if you have 4 or more other characters, you may pay cost, which is ditch the bar. If you do, check up to 3 cards. Is this 3?
Yeah, 3 cards. Yeah.
Yep. Choose up to 3 events or remnant characters. Show them to your opponent. Add them to your hand and send the rest of your waiting room. Chainsaw Man has the Katana Man that does this better, I believe.
Much better.
It's like
that's what I thought.
What is the how many? Like one, this is awful. I can't believe it's sacking a
it's
bar.
Absolutely awful.
I can't believe it's sacking a bar. That's unreal to me. With the full field condition, and then the other thing I'm thinking of, maybe you know this, Carmen. I'm trying to find it real quick. In 7 Deadly Sins, there is a 2/1. It's a king, right?
It's a Gill Thunder, I believe, right?
Gill Thunder. Okay, well, I don't remember.
Yeah, the green one, the green stock soul.
Yeah,
right?
the green one.
Yeah.
Did that? How many did that check? That checked 4. Did it not?
4. I'm pulling it up right now to double check.
Look at 4. Choose 4. Why does this look at 3 on a climax that you lose the soul?
And
if you attack
this doesn't need to have full board either. It needs full board for the minus level, but it's because this card is 8K and the other card's 7K, dude. That's why.
This card is 6K. Your opponent.
It can add events.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my
this
god.
is dog shit. This is absolutely dog shit. Yeah.
There's more minuses.
This is
unbelievable.
This is like unbelievably dog shit. It's just it is even funnier, like Devin said, that this release is like after Chainsaw Man, where and Chainsaw Man came out in Japan forever ago. So like they had another card to look at that was like an on spec sort of version of this kind of effect, and that card is bigger. That card, I'm pretty sure, does not have full board restriction. I will check as I talk. And also gains a ton of power cross turn and has hand on coin.
Okay. I'm not even talking about stealing homework. I'm talking about the same people who made the same branch of Booster Road. that made 7 deadly sins set 1.
Set 1.
What was that? 2020?
Yeah, that is even more apt. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable they could print a card this bad with so many other versions of this exact same effect that are so much better on far more synergistic climaxes.
And they're still not played. This skill is not played.
And no one plays them anyway, which is like the kick in the pants, kick right in the nuts. Yeah. All right, back to me. Oscar, he's buying tickets. He's an anti-change bomb.
Why's he sweating?
He's buying tickets to get the fuck out of here. He's like, I don't want to like read these anymore. Yeah, anti-change bomb Adachi but it's a level 2, and it's a level 2 because it has this neato alarm effect where if this is the top card of your clock, you can exchange it with a card in your waiting room. So you have to play a shitty alarm to play shittier alarms.
No, what alarms?
Yeah, what alarms?
What
yeah,
alarm?
What alarm?
What alarm?
What alarms? I don't even know if there are. I kind of want to run a tech search now in RWBY.
There's not. I can tell you if somebody owns the set. I don't think there's a single card.
Oh,
no, there is.
I have to pull up my database.
There's the girl. There's like a green card in set 1 that's like a 2/1 with an alarm. I don't know what it does.
I'm like morbidly curious now. RWBY search. Alarm.
And isn't there an early play condition if you have a specific card in clock for some cards? Is there a card like that in RWBY?
I have to like scroll to.
There is. It's an Ozpen set 1.
Oh no, the next soul needs himself in level, doesn't he?
No, he needs the level 0 in clock.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Ozpin, and this is Oscar.
Oscar's
yeah.
Ozpin.
Oh, so it's not specifically for alarm. It's just to help you set your condition.
Your next soul, the worst card ever printed, by the way.
Yeah, that next soul is unbelievably atrocious.
It is time to go.
All right, next. Yeah, time to go.
Lee Ren. This is not the Lee Ren I know. It's older Lee Ren. He can't side attack. 2/1/7/5. Pay 1, ditch 1, beginning of opponent's climax phase. If you have another character, pay cost. If you do, this card gets 3k power, and when it kills your opponent's card... Wait, what the hell is this? Wait, really? Okay. You may salvage a card?
Yes.
Beginning of your opponent's climax phase.
So you basically pay 1, ditch 1 in a lane where you've confirmed you will win it off the power, and then you get a card back.
And then you can sack it to summon the unbelievably bad 2/1 combo.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This card is at least unique. I don't think I've ever seen this text before. It's got to come from somewhere because none of these cards are. I'll give it the plus for being a novel effect, I guess. But
damn. This card is...
Yeah. It's something.
It's something.
Best part is a soul trigger.
Devin, go ahead. You get this one.
All right. Ren Childhood. So 4 or more remnant character condition. It gets 1500 power for each marker underneath. On play, you can marker mom and dad, either or, to get 1500. And when this card attacks, if there are no markers underneath this card, choose up to add those.
And he heals.
Oh, it's on attack.
Yeah, it adds the markers on attack, and then he heals on play.
Yeah, I was.
I just realized that Lee Ren is not Lyren.
Yeah, Lyren. Yep. Lyren is the.
I was confused. You said mom and dad, and I got really confused for a second.
Yeah,
I thought it was
the lore master.
older.
That's why yeah.
I watched 8 seasons. I forgot.
I watched 8 seasons. I couldn't make it through 1.
I did as well. No, I watched the 9th season.
Ooh, powerful.
Damn. So
it's
if
been
these
so
other
long
2 cards weren't dog shit, this would be actually fine. If you could play green, like it's a 10/5 that compresses 2 if it lives, But like you have to play these like absolutely dog shit cards.
No,
to
it's part of the memory deck. It's part of the memory deck.
Well, yeah,
You get
I was gonna
maximum
say
suppression.
that's what I did. I literally saw this. I saw the memory stuff. I jammed every memory card in it, and then these cards, and I was like, I'm gonna be so compressed. And then I think I lost the CPU. Yeah, Mushoku Bot was too powerful. It slammed me every turn, and I hate shit. The card itself is okay, I guess, but the cards it's attached to are bad. You don't play bad cards to make a decent card.
No, I love markers. I love markers so
I know
much.
you love
It's
markers.
My favorite,
Yeah.
my favorite words are memory and markers, and that's it.
Yeah, memory and markers.
As long as those two zones are involved.
M&M, the M&M deck. All right,
Yeah,
last screen. Oh, go ahead, Devin. What do you want to say? Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying the only card that's worthwhile of that package, other than this early play, is probably Mom. That's about it. But you have other things that Zero to be doing.
All right, last green card, Oscar Pine. You can early play him if you have 2 or less climax. And oh my god, I can't even keep that up. 2 or less climax in your waiting room. And then on play, you get to heal 1. He gains 15, so he's 10k for the turn he's played. The beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can pay 1 and put a character from your waiting room at the bottom of your clock to give one of your opponent's characters -2 soul.
This is the first card with flavor.
Oh, how is this flavorful?
Because the Ozpin, the shitty Ozpin from set 1 early played and then neg sold, and then this is Ozpin reincarnated, so he has the same effect but like slightly weaker.
Ah, okay.
It's the set doesn't have flavor outside of that, but it's okay.
I think this is like you heal and then you exchange your heal for possibly less damage or 1 less damage overall. I don't know. You get to like know because it's at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, so it's not like terrible timing.
This is like so
but it's
bad.
So not good.
Accelerating.
I was trying to find something. I was trying to find something nice to say about it. Okay, like the green is so rough outside of this room.
Green got bullied yet again.
Yeah, green.
It's a double heal. That's all right. That's what you're supposed to say.
All
double
right.
heal.
We're at about 35 minutes. Do we want to break between these? I think that's a good idea. We'll break between these. All right. We will see everybody in red and blue.